Welcome to TheWrap's interview studio at the Sundance Film Festival. I'm here with the icon, the legend, the trailblazer, Spike Lee. Thanks for coming.
How you doing? Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. We're in the middle of a big political conversation. How is change going to happen? You've been working your whole career to raise your voice.
Change, I mean, it has to be a coalition of people. People who want justice, who want, fairness, equality for all, and we got to get together.
But don't you think that there is a desire for that? Don't you feel that there is a groundswell?
Why is Donald Trump doing all he's doing then? Where's his groundswell? His groundswell for going the other direction, in my opinion. You hear what he said yesterday? He said he could stand on Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and not lose any voters. He said that.
How does that make you feel?
If he shoots somebody, he should go to jail.
Right. You're saying that if Donald Trump has the impunity to stand up and say something like that.
I just found that a very bizarre statement.
Not the only one.
And this is a potential president of the United States of America. It's scary. To me.
Mm-hmm.
To me.
Mm-hmm. Before we go, I just want to ask you, I know that you've clarified that you're not boycotting the Oscars
Here's the thing,
this year.
I never used the word boycott, so
right.
It's like people trying to make it like I'm distancing myself from a word. I never said at all. All I said was my wife, Ty, we're not coming. We did not mention the word boycott, we not mentioned the word protest, said we're not coming.
Are you movable on that question? Because no? Because they've announced these changes to the rules?
February 28th, I'll be in my 2 courtside seats, Madison Square Garden. The New York Knicks are playing Miami Heat.
Okay, but that's a statement. Even if you're not putting the word boycott on it, Spike, I mean, that's a statement.
Yeah, it's a statement, but I'm not telling anybody else what to do. I'm just doing what I got to do.
Do you feel that the change of the rules in the Academy
Yes, I said already.
Yeah, you think it's going to...
I think it's a step in the direction. I applaud President Sherwood Isaacs and the Board of Governors.
We just published a blog from a person of color this morning on the site who is in the Academy, who's asking Academy members to lean in, to be constructive, and not to opt out of the process.
Will and Jada not coming either. There are a whole lot of people not coming.
Right.
There's something wrong, fundamentally, when the last 2 years, there's not been a person of color to be nominated. For those scored at home, that's 40 to zip. 20 plus 20 is 40. I don't care what Julie, whatever name says, to Charlotte Rampling, or Stacey Dash. There's something wrong with that.
No, I think
there's one thing I like to say, though, because I know we got to go. I would just like to say this. There's a precedent for Hollywood supporting just causes. In 1963, these individuals marched with Dr. Martin Luther King, James Gardner, Joan Baez, Bob Dylan, Frank Mankiewicz, Marlon Brando, Burt Lancaster, Paul Newman, his wife, Joan Woodward, Charlton Heston before he went crazy with the NRA thing. So there's a precedent of people. At the time, these were the biggest stars in Hollywood.
Yeah.
They marched with Dr. King. Mm-hmm. So.
And no change is what you're saying.
No.
Or not enough change.
No, I'm just saying, compare that today.
Your point is that those people, that the similar people of stature today
have
not stepped up?
Very few. I love the George Clooney, love the Jonathan Demme, Dan DeVito said some bold statements yesterday.
Mm-hmm. To us.
Saying, that was you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, Danny broke it down. He said...
Genocide, he called it?
Genocide and racist.
Yep.
But those are a few. A lot of people are silent. Think about it. Marlon Brando, Paul Newman, Burt Lancaster. I mean, those were the biggest Hollywood stars at the time. Mm-hmm. We're not seeing that today, I don't think, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. As many. People are... And look, I'm convinced that we're on the right side of history. History will look back and say, we were righteous. To voice our opinion.
There's nobody saying that you're not on the right side of history
now.
Yes,
they are.
Well, except for Donald Trump.
No. Did you read Charlotte Rampling's?
She recast her comments.
She had to because she wants to win an Oscar.
Yeah.
Thank you. Julie Delpy, what's her name?
Julie Delpy. She said it
Delpy?
here too. Yeah.
So Michael Caine says, black actors, you should be patient. So I disagree with your statement that everybody is in agreement. That's not true. The producer of Schindler's List, Jurassic Park, said that we're whiners. So I guess you didn't hear those things.
Well, we got to listen, that's for sure. And we all want to see change. And
not everybody. What do you think the slogan, Donald Trump's slogan, means? Make America great again. That's cold. That means let's roll the clock back. That's the cold words.
well, I think nobody will dispute that there's a lot of there's a debate in this country. I don't want to mix.
I think it's good we're talking about it.
Yeah.
Let's put it out in the open.
I don't want to mix what people of good faith who vote on the Oscars say, and not to diminish anything that you've said, but I don't want to mix that with Donald Trump. Those are two different things.
Maybe, maybe not. I'm not trying to say that people in the Academy are voting for Trump.
Thank you.
But I was talking about the mood of the country. Was you talking about isn't things getting great? To say that he could stand on Fifth Avenue, shoot somebody, and he was still not lose, like, take a life. I mean, that's a very strange analogy to me to show how people support you.
Mm-hmm. What needs to happen then?
Look, here's the thing, though. You're the editor of TheWrap, right?
Yep.
Do you have the phone? Do you have the phone number of studio heads? Here's the thing I said in my essay. I am tired. Every day when the nomination's coming out, my phone rings off the hook in my office. What do you think? It is time for people like yourself to do more. I've not heard, except from Charlotte Rampling, now one person got nominated has said, I mean, I like to hear from the white nominees. I like to hear from the studio heads. Let's hear from them. We know what the black folks going to think. Name me one studio head that's gone on record and said anything about this whole thing. Thank you. If no other reason, the bottom line, why are you going to make product that tells the stories of this diverse country that we're not seeing? Why wouldn't your workforce reflect the diversity of this great country?
Right.
You're leaving money. Look at straight at the I mean, you're leaving money off the table.
I think we have to wrap it up because you've got a full schedule. But these are really serious issues. We take them seriously. We're listening to you.
No, I've been
We
checking you
appreciate
guys
the
out.
time.
You guys are really
We care.
in it. No, I appreciate that.
Thank you. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Peace.